Fly a fair nation, fly a fair nation, fly a fair nation.
It's not just for you, you selfish. It's for everyone around you.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Be Selfish podcast.
Right.
Don't cut. I like it, but it's like, what the hell?
Because I want to, like when someone sings, you have the background.
Or the echo or the ad-lib.
Yeah.
I'm not musically inclined.
Your
to
Sharrell
understand.
reverb.
Exactly. So it's Sharrell's voice, and I have to be that little echo in the back. That's how it makes sense.
Be selfish.
Podcast.
Well, anyways, I'm your girl Sharrell,
I'm Lily.
and as
The
always,
slow one, apparently.
we love you. Our
I
Gemini.
love y'all too.
Our Gemini be Gemini. How you feeling, Miss Gemini?
I feel good.
Na 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 na.
I know that I would. Na, 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 na. I feel good too. It is the weekend vibes. Well, y'all really don't need to know that, but I'm feeling great. Thank God work week for me is over.
Oh, you too?
Girl.
Bro.
Well, y'all know I work, maybe I don't know, but I work like a 9 to 5 doing events and things. And
Looks like a pretty fun job to me.
it is a fun job, but I'm like a social butterfly. Like I need to be outside. I need to be meeting people. Well, I'm an introvert extrovert. Let me not cap too much. Okay. Like
What part of you is introvert?
like I get really shy and like closed in when I'm in a big crowd of people that I really don't know. And
Okay.
I get kind of like, ooh, if you don't talk to me, I'm not gonna talk to you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But y'all already know I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting me being a full-time entrepreneur, and God knows it's coming soon.
It's coming.
Yeah. How was
It's
your
coming.
week? What'd you do?
Finally relaxing.
Yeah, you've been working hard, girl.
I have. So I've had a couple. Was it like I think like 2 weeks of just complete like set days, like one after the other. And one of them I actually brought. I snuck Sharrell into one of my sets.
You sure did.
And it was for a commercial. I can't say on that one either, but it will come out. And it was it was pretty fun.
It was amazing. Now I'm DMing people that I met on your set like, how do I do this? Can I join what you doing? Girl, I loved it. So thank you for that. And shout
was
out to
fun.
Lily for being such a legend.
Thank
Because
you. What I do?
first of all, watching you in action is amazing. The
Thank
fact that you
you.
even put my sister on to do
And
her
she
thing
did great.
is amazing.
She did really good.
Girl.
I'm not gonna lie. I felt like I was like, okay, you've done this before.
Yeah, but
And
you're
it-
like the HBIC on set of makeup and all the things. Stop being humble. I keep telling. I think we're on a lot of episodes at this point, and I'm
told me the
like,
same thing
stop
each
being
time.
humble. Like, humble is cute. You are giving top tier. Like watching
Okay.
you, and then how people report to you, and they're like, okay, we need this or this that. Like, you know exactly what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and you want some big sets. Like
anything that had to do with makeup and hair and looks, like it had to
Yes.
be run through me first
big.
before
Period.
it went on camera. Like
She's that girl.
director, first AD, everybody had to be like, is she ready? This is gonna happen. This is gonna happen with makeup and all that.
You got a little walkie-talkie.
I had the walkie-talkie, the little wardrobe, not the wardrobe, the makeup RV.
She loves some walkie-talkies.
I do.
I love walkie-talkies too.
It was fun. When I first had my walkie-talkie, I was like, oh my God, it's legit now. I got a walkie-talkie with my name on it. Yeah, It was
Yes.
fun.
I
It was
love the
fun.
whole experience. Like, I do want to apologize to the guy who it was a white lie, but when she snuck me on set, right?
So I told her, I was like, come in, because I didn't know how deep it was going to be. Because I was like, okay, I'm the key makeup artist. I can bring people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty cool. Everybody that was on set, I was cool to bring somebody else.
Yes.
So then I tell her, please wear all black, because that's what we usually wear on set, all black. And if anyone asks, just say you're part of Vanities. That's it.
Right.
No
So
questions asked.
But I totally forgot Vanities, right? So I park and I kind of stumble upon
The security guard?
the security guard and then like a DJ, or maybe he was a camera guy. I don't know. But I was like, hey, do you know where makeup is? And another guy who was a part of the set who had a walkie-talkie as well. And I think he had an ear microphone, something. And he was like, oh, do you do makeup too? I was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm on a set right now. I'm mutting it at this point, okay? He's like, I'm on set too. And he's like, oh, commercial or something else he called it.
Mm-hmm.
It's y'all world, so I really
It's
don't
either
know.
a commercial, music video.
Girl, why I told him, I was like, oh, it's a new artist. You wouldn't know that. I don't know why I said
Why'd
that.
you talk so much? You weren't supposed to. That's definitely was not a new artist.
And I told him I was gonna be in and out. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna grab something. I stayed like an hour or two
to the rap
to the end,
basically,
until they started like securing the COVID test, and I was like, I gotta go. I snuck out the door. I said my bye to my
it's
sister.
when they
bye to
started
Lily.
using the license, because you gotta like, that's how you know who's supposed to be on site, because they'll name you because your name is on the call sheet.
That man started going down the list doing checkouts, and he looked at me. He gave me this look like
when you get here?
When did you get here? Who are you?
And we're all like,
I
what are you
snuck out
talking
the
about?
door, and that girl, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing, but
it's
I loved
because
it.
Sharrell doesn't look basic. So it's like the woman, even a director, when he walked us to the car at the end of the night, was like, "Oh, what happened to your friend with the boots and the big hair?" And I was like, "Oh, you mean the co-host in my podcast and my makeup friend?"
Okay, because we're going to shout out Be Selfish Podcast any chance
Everywhere we
get.
go. Exactly.
Okay, make sure you follow, like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Sharrell left people wanting more. That's what happened on set.
I like that. Manifesting my man to want more of me. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. That's how I'm feeling. I don't know. I thought that might work. I thought that might work. I don't know.
So damn, Lily, you on some top flight security sets.
Yo.
I didn't know that one was gonna be like that.
Like I'm just
it
saying.
was still everybody that I knew.
No, but
so it was cool.
I'm just piggybacking off of what Sharrell is saying about like stop being so humble, because of course you know it's levels. You've been on sets where you're the assistant.
Oh, there was police officers.
Right?
There's
But I'm saying you've
everybody.
been on sets where you've been the assistant, and you've been on sets where you've been the lead. So you know there's levels to it. So it's like, for real, you got to stop being so humble and, take the compliment. It's hard for you to take compliments.
Yeah, it's just
guys,
like
the price is going up.
Period.
There you go.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. And it's almost like when somebody says you look good, right? You don't have to say, oh, you look good too. It's like, thank you. Does that make sense?
No,
like,
it makes sense.
Just take the compliment. Or
Right.
if you're like
I
my
always say
sister,
they
my
look
sister always
good.
says, I know. She reached another level I have not hit yet, but it's like that. Just take the compliment. You're really that girl. And plus, you just did a crazy like shoot for 6 days.
Oh man, it's out. It's out.
Yes.
So if you guys want to check it out, it's the Michelob Ultra commercial featuring Serena Williams, Brian Fox, Jimmy Butler.
What else? Tony Romo.
Tony Romo.
What else?
The guy, the golf guy.
One
I
of them.
forgot I had to cover his tattoo. That's all I did for him, but I had to
Yeah.
cover up his tattoo. You'll see it. It's Michelob Ultra. It's pretty cool. It took 6 days. I was an assistant.
It's called New Member Day. That's the
New
name
member,
of the
yeah,
commercial.
New Member Day. They got a short version. They got the extended version, and a whole
Mhm.
bunch. It was a mixture of Michelob and Netflix. So
It
it was
looks
a
amazing.
Netflix commercial for Super Bowl. So y'all gonna see. There's a couple of Super Bowl commercials coming up. That commercial you snuck into, that's gonna be for the Super Bowl too.
Love it. It's
Yep,
fire.
Yep. A lot. It's been a fun
That's why I
week.
want to be on set life. Like, I'm already doing it, being a
Mhm.
part of
Yeah.
such an amazing podcast, soon to be the number 1 podcast in the world.
You better let
Okay.
them know.
Yes.
And I just
Manifesting.
definitely manifesting that.
Whatever
But we
Sharrell
need
said
y'all help,
earlier.
okay? Like, comment, subscribe, okay? The biggest supporters are strangers, okay? We love y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you know what's crazy? Like, I've always wanted to bring a friend of mine on set, like ever from the beginning to now. I've always.
But before you say that though, you said you want to be on set a lot, right?
Yeah.
But what a lot of people don't realize is them set days be long.
Oh,
and
long as
sometimes
hell.
very early. So
Mhm.
how early did you have to go to do that Michelob Ultra commercial for 6 days in a row?
For 6 days in a row, it was like 4:30, 5 a.m. call time. Call time
Jeez.
means the time that you're supposed to be there,
Right.
ready to go. Not when you arrive. You got to have your stuff ready. So if someone sits in your chair at 5, you're ready to go.
Yeah.
And then if you want to
That's
get
insane.
breakfast, 4 or 4:30 in the morning, so you can have breakfast before you get there.
That is really insane, and it is long because I've gone on a, what you call it, a shotgun shoot with y'all before.
Yeah.
And that was like
A running gun shoot.
Yeah, that was only 2-3 hours tops.
Mm-hmm.
I was tired.
Right. And that was nothing. I
I
was just
was
getting warmed
tired.
up.
But you know what? I think the only thing that will help me and keep longevity is if I just wake up, do my like morning routine, do my no makeup, just no makeup. Maybe if I go on set throughout the day and I feel like getting all like cute with it, then I can do that. But as long as I ain't got to get up and do my makeup, I'm with whatever.
Oh no, sometimes that early I don't do my makeup.
Yeah, because it's too
nice,
early.
clean
it's like,
face. But I know other like my makeup mentor Kima Chang.
Mhm.
Oh, she got a beat face, beat hair, beat outfit. Like, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, Kima, it's 4:00 in the morning.
Ready.
How do you do this?
You know what I think it is? I think because it's just such a beautiful polished look. You want to be very polished and you kind of want to put your best foot forward, and it makes someone feel good when they just are put together. I know that there's some days where I don't want to do makeup, do hair, make sure my nails is done, but it like boosts up my frequency. I feel like I'm on 10 and ready, and people treat you different when you just are put together. It doesn't necessarily mean you need makeup. It could just be lip gloss and your outfit is lit and your hair is done, but people treat you different.
I've seen both sides.
Yeah.
Just because I'm a makeup artist. The days that I go without any makeup and it's just straight to go to work, like
How
some
do
of
they
them
act with
kind
you?
of like question it, like, okay.
She
I
looking
would
like
too.
that, about to do
But
my
then
makeup.
but then it's like just look at the surroundings. Like they would not mess up and get like a whatever makeup artist. But then the days that I go with my face beat, they're like, oh, if you could do that to your face.
Right.
Oh, I know you're gonna bless my
That's
face.
what I'm saying.
So I see both things, but
Yeah.
other times I'm like, y'all see this call time?
Yeah.
I'm here. Just sit and be pretty. Like you'll be fine.
I'm telling you, I had to do an event today and I woke up the alarm went off at 6:15 and I was debating, okay, it's a hosting, opportunity. Do I want to just be like, yeah? I'm like, if I'm going to get there on time, I can't do no makeup. And the crazy part about it, I pulled more, I was going to say more niggas. I got to stop saying that. I pulled more men today than I pulled in the last few months. Like my roster is lit right now. Now I just got to go through the draft
On a
of it.
natural day.
The natural days is, I don't know.
Because that's what men want. Men
I look like a little
natural.
kid without my makeup and just very like, my eyeballs are bald. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about.
I think it's
But-
because
said
we,
love natural.
eyeballs are bald.
we also
You know what I mean?
we also live in
The frog
a
eyes.
day and age where everything is content, right? Everything is content.
And
and
everything is content.
right? So that gives you a reason to wake up and put on your makeup and do those type
Right.
of things because you want to post and your business is on social media and you need that content to post to support your business. So I would say like, yeah, Lily, like of course, if you show up like that, like how you look now, someone is gonna look more comfortable with you doing their face instead of you coming looking like a zombie. Like, hold up now.
I wasn't looking
You
like a
haven't-
zombie.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying. I'm just saying in general.
Tuck the emotions back in, Lily. Tuck it back
I'm just saying
in.
in general.
It was just a natural face. Everybody was saying how amazing my skin looked, and I was like, because I don't wear makeup.
Yeah.
But it's not just to you. I'm just saying in general, show
Mhm.
up looking your best.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because they say the first impression is what? The last is a lasting one.
It is.
Right?
And to just piggyback off of that, when you're going out looking your best, people really treat you differently. Like, for example, I went to Marshall's the other day to return
So
some.
vain. It's so vain, but
It's
so
so
true.
vain. But I went to Marshall's the other day to return some shoes, and the manager, and I'm telling you, I'm like hoodie,
Oh, that's my favorite.
just very like very basic, very 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 just natural. Okay,
Like low key,
very low
homeless
key.
person looking.
The man was like, "These shoes have been worn. Ain't nothing we could do about it. You see the sign." And I almost went Jackie Chan on him, but I was like, you know what? I know if I was just some more little zhuzhed up, he would have returned them shoes that definitely been worn, okay, and did the most with me. But I just let it go. So I know when you put your best foot
Mhm.
forward, you know, you get
So
a lot
get
of
glammed
tings.
up before y'all return something, ladies.
Well, well, I also add to that where it's like when my mom used to always tell me like, "Yo, put on some good clothes, you'll feel better." Right?
Yes.
Because you also wear your energy.
It raises the vibration.
Exactly.
Absolutely, 100%.
It does. It makes you feel better.
No matter what. So, but on the days where I know I need to get out of the house, and another thing was I was at such a big event. Typically, I would never go out. Like I don't care for makeup, but normally for a big event like this,
Mhm.
especially if I'm getting paid to host, I would throw on some damn makeup.
But
But
it was like a workout.
it was a
thing?
fitness thing, right? But still, I could have made content. I could have all that, like you said, right? I really could have maximized the
Mhm.
opportunity, but I didn't post a lot. I posted everything that was happening around me. I made a lot of great connections.
Mhm.
But I said to myself, damn, if I would have really like zhuzhed myself up,
Just
it
throw
would
on
have been
some
10x
lashes
me.
or something because you're outside, you're working
No.
out.
But you know how it is. So
Yeah.
if you want to raise your vibrations, definitely look good, feel good, smell good. It'll take
Yeah.
you a long way for sure.
Lily,
Mhm.
before I cut you off, you were saying you always wanted to bring a friend on
Ooh.
set, right?
Mhm.
So like where were you going with that? Like you didn't have like a lot of friends you can share those type of experiences with?
I used to have a lot of friends,
What you mean?
and then they just all twinkled down.
Yeah, girl. Tell me about it.
I'm not so like when I was just getting into makeup, like when I got out of beauty school and I
Mhm.
was doing free makeup, and I would tell my friends like, let me borrow your face, like
Mm-hmm.
I need to learn how to do this and stuff. I had all the friends. All the friends wanted free makeup. Why not? Because
Yep.
I would still use good products and lashes and all that stuff, take pictures. So any event that they needed my makeup for, they would call me and be like, I got a photo shoot. I'd be like, I'm there
Yep.
for free.
Yep.
No problem. Just tag me. Just give me a good review. And
Mhm.
then that was practice, Little by little, I started having, I started charging a little bit. Like, hey guys, like, can you at least pass me some gas money? Like, I gotta drive over there.
We
And you
asked
would
our
think,
friends for gas money for less. Let
yeah.
alone
So
a whole full makeup.
I'm thinking in my head, like, hey, these are my homies, these are my friends. Like, of course they're gonna support. But I am a mom at that time also, so I'm a single mom. I had Nathan. I already had Noah too.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just little something, a little bit for the product or however much lashes would be,
A
lashes
gift
at that
card, something would have went towards it
anything,
because you're using your material.
Yeah, it started being a little bit of a problem.
But you noticed that like pretty early on, or more like okay after I've done your face like 10 times already and it's
Yeah. Yeah.
See?
But it was certain friends. I have friends that are from that time even before, and that they've always been very supportive.
still
But that's the thing. Real friends will support you.
absolutely.
And that's why I started noticing what made the difference, because even beforehand I would ask them like, yo, can you share my makeup look? Can you like tag me? They wouldn't tag me. They wouldn't share it. Like if they had a friend that was about to have a wedding, they wouldn't refer me. Even to the point that there was one time that I told my friend that I would do her makeup for a wedding. She was like she was like the bridesmaid, and the bride was making them pay for makeup, and then I was like, I'll go to you and I'll drive and
Wow.
I'll do your makeup.
Mm-hmm.
And she was going to, and then she turned around and called me last minute. Literally, I'm almost about to get there. And she's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna pay this makeup artist to do it. I want a real makeup artist to do my makeup."
A lie this.
No, that was the truth. And yeah. And I
Okay,
literally
pause.
just, and it's a friend, like a close, what I consider a close
Pause.
friend of mine.
Because if I was outside, I'm outside looking in, but just what do you say to her in that moment?
I just didn't. I said okay, and I hung up the phone.
No, Lily.
Sharrell, I'm not you, okay? I was still stuck on it, but
Hey.
it was the you know that I'm trying to build my business. You know that I'm trying, and I'm doing it for you. So I'm going out of my way to make you look good that day, which I've done her makeup before and she's loved it. But it's like, why did you have to tell me I want my makeup done by a real makeup artist?
And you were already on your way.
Yeah, and I wasn't gonna charge her. I just wanted my makeup look for that day, so whoever's there and sees it, they'll be like, "Oh my god, what's your friend's number?" Because a face is kind of like an ad for me if I do someone's makeup.
Of
So
course.
if it's a great job, I've always had that happen. But this was like my beginning days before I even got on
Are
set.
you still friends with her?
No.
Because look, it costs nothing to share.
I got better. And I guess that's what made her stop being a friend.
Yeah, because it's hard for people to see you elevate, especially if they're not trying to elevate or they don't know what they want to do, or some people just have that spirit of jealousy or envy that
I
they
didn't
just
think that at that moment.
Yeah. I mean, none of us do. You know what I mean? But
because I'm that type of friend that, like, if I do something, and mind you, we were all like moms, you get me? So it's like finally I was one of the moms that wanted to just get out and do something different. I no longer wanted to fall under the statistics of the single mom struggling, working,
you're in a whole mom club.
multiple
Basically.
jobs. And I was like, I'm gonna focus on my dreams, move, elevate, do everything, basically grow.
Yeah.
And I am the type of person to literally like, yo, find your passion too. Like let's focus on changing our life. Cause if I care for you, I'ma push you.
Absolutely.
But I was the only one pushing people.
That's what real friends do, though. You know what I mean? Like, you give an encouraging word, or when something's on your spirit, you reach out, and you ain't got to talk to the person all the damn time. Like, don't call me every day. I don't need you to call me every day.
Yeah.
But when you think about me and vice versa, reach out. When I'm not in the room and you're in a room full of people that could help me,
Definitely.
you mention my name. Like, that is huge. It costs nothing to share. It costs nothing to like. It costs nothing to comment. It costs nothing to just give good vibes. Like, give good vibes.
Definitely.
And that will be received well. But it's
a lot
so
of people
annoying
just,
when
it's
people don't like,
easier.
comment, subscribe
It's
to what you
easier.
got going on.
It's easier for people to be negative and not believe in you
Yeah,
than
man.
to actually believe and support and push you towards something.
Yeah.
Like something that my man always tells me, people want to see you do good,
but not better than them.
Exactly.
Come on.
So that even, and it was hard for me to understand that, because I'm like, but these are my friends. They were there when I was like going through it and crying and suffering and
hold on. But people want to see you doing good until you start doing good.
Yeah, that's true.
Because sorry to cut your wisdom, because right, you start to separate. So the things that y'all used to relate to, that trauma bonding and things like that, you no longer want to do that anymore. You want to heal. So it's like, if both of y'all not trying to heal, y'all never gonna prosper together as a friend or any relationship.
Because it's easy to stay in that when you're connected through trauma and stuff. It's easy to stay in that, like, oh, my man ain't shit, your man ain't shit. Oh, we locked in. Oh,
It was more on
my
our
job is shitty, your job is shitty. We locked in.
on our end. It was like our baby daddies ain't shit. We even
See,
have
like-
there's even a page, baby daddies ain't shit. Shout out.
Yeah,
Names
like,
are funny as
is
hell.
there a page like that?
My baby daddy ain't shit. That's an actual page.
Lord have mercy. Oh, I was gonna
Memes
say,
are hilarious.
There's a Facebook page dedicated to just like cheating guys, where girls will post to guys and be like, "Hey, is this your boyfriend?"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
this on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't have Facebook no more. But
Oh,
damn.
Facebook.
Okay, so this is what I was going to say. Like, Snoop Dogg had this video. I have to find the video, but he basically was saying that, where you are, your friends are basically on the same level with you, right? But then as you grow, don't go down trying to like get to them. They have to start to level up to close up that gap. And a lot of people are not going to be ready to go where you're going.
That's what
Like,
I've
they might
noticed.
not be mentally prepared.
Mhm.
And being mentally prepared is everything, because you're going to be in room spaces. Like, think about it. You are a Lily Legend. You are going to be surrounded by people where you really need to act accordingly.
Yeah.
Like, act accordingly. You don't
Mhm.
need somebody who's going to act so ignorant or embarrass you.
Because
They
they're going
just
to be
can't-
like, this is the person you brought with you?
Right.
You
It's a
gonna mess up
reflection. Absolutely.
everything.
It's a reflection of you, whether you
Mhm.
like it or not. And some people are just not ready to elevate with you. Not every person's supposed to be in that season.
Yeah.
And
That's
you
true.
just got to accept that. You know what I mean?
I used to want to bring my friends onto sets with me, like all the time. So I would bring them on sets,
Mm-hmm.
just so they can have that experience, just so they can do something different,
Yeah.
And some people definitely took advantage of it and succeed and
Mhm.
excel, but the ones that didn't, they just fall to the wayside. But that's not on you. You
Right.
can't. I had to learn, like Shay always tell me, stop falling in love with people's potential.
Yes.
How come when I say that, when it comes to a
Right.
man, like, people try to eat me up about it, but Baz said it on our episode 7.
Right.
He was like, well, you kind of have to like fall for someone's potential. Everybody has potential.
Right, because it's not so surface. When
Right.
I say it's not so surface as far as like, because it starts with potential.
Right. Absolutely.
Right? Because this podcast started with potential.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? I know what I'm capable of. I know what Lily's capable of. I
Don't
know
leave
what
me hanging,
Sharrell is
Lily.
Oh,
so
shit.
capable of, right? So it started with potential, but then it didn't stay at potential.
Right.
Right?
It takes work to keep it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And that's the issue a lot of times with us. So I know with me,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be years on top of years, and I'm trying to drag this friend and pull this person and like, come on, man, I know you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just apply yourself. That's the
Mhm.
word.
Yep.
It
And-
starts with a potential, but then you have to apply yourself.
And
Yep.
pulling that person sometimes just it messes up your growth because you already did your growing. Now you're basically pedaling back to help someone else that probably they don't even want to be helped, or it's not their time.
Yeah.
So don't mess up your opportunities and your things because your friend isn't just there yet.
Yeah.
That's not don't do that.
Absolutely.
And
I mean,
also don't get offended if my friends don't book me. Because when I was coming up
Oh.
early,
I was getting
Nah.
offended as hell.
I don't. I never did, because I understood that your family and your friends is not gonna make your business. I was thinking
right.
in a business mindset. So even now, like in South Florida is where we reside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of my clients is out of towners,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I don't rely on people just
you
in my
know.
own
Mhm.
town,
Yeah.
or just the people I know, or just the people a few blocks away. It's like, no, the world is so much bigger than our friends.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So they'll catch up, So
The saying goes, you can't be a prophet in your own town.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
strangers support you more than your family and friends.
That's
and it
what
hurts
made
at
me.
first. It stings, but it's like, okay, you have to understand that people, especially your family and friends, they've seen you when you wasn't shit.
Yep.
Right? So they thought. So they're thinking of the crazy you, the goofy you, the
Mhm.
irresponsible you, the one that made
That
mistakes after mistakes,
procrastinates.
the procrastinator, the one that said, I got this big idea. You just got to do this, and they've gone to all of your MLMs and all of your network marketing hustles and all the things, right? But now when you're actually being consistent in doing something, it's hard for them to say, okay, they really got something here, versus a stranger. They can not know anything and they see, and they're like, I see the potential in this person. They're going to
Because they
go
see,
somewhere.
the stranger sees your work, the stranger sees your craft. So
Yeah.
they don't know who you are. They just know what you can
They don't
do.
know your history.
And that's what they're pushing.
The stranger gives you a blank slate, but the person that knows your struggle should help you more, right? You think.
You
would
think.
think.
But I think, in my opinion, it's also a reflection on their self, on what they're not doing. The fact that you're getting up
Oh, definitely.
and applying yourself, right? That's
Yeah.
the key word for the day, is applying yourself. And they're like, damn, I did want to start this t-shirt company and I just never did it.
Yep.
Or
Right.
That happened a lot.
yeah.
Right.
Especially, and for me, it was the fact that I had a lot of things kind of going against it, because I had the 2 kids. I lived by myself. I was a single mom. I'm just like, nah, with all that on my back, I'm going to still do what I have to do. I'm not going to let that stop me.
Yep.
So then all my other friends, I'm the only one with 2 kids. So I'm like, I did it with 1, I did it with 2.
Period.
Like, if I could do it with 2, then what makes you, like, you can't do it? Like, I did it with 2. So you definitely need to get out of your comfort zone and do what you got to do to make that difference.
Yeah, but I sometimes it gets tiring of being Captain Save a Hoe, and I'm not saying don't reach back, because if you have to have support is a beautiful thing. Like, resources is a key thing, but you have to see that this person wants this as well. Like, you can't just always be like, okay, I'm gonna be dragging you and carrying this like heavy weight. You gotta want that too. You gotta want it for yourself. What's the saying? You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink.
Right.
So it's like, damn.
And people eliminate themselves too.
That is true. People will. People will.
Because it's like, if you're not showing up to the clubs, or you're not going to the events that they want to go to, and you're asking them like, yo, you don't want to come to this conference?
Yeah.
You don't want to go to this TED Talk? You don't want to, check this book out that I'm reading?
Let me tell you something. The elevation is real. Like, you are not, like, don't address me as my past.
Yes.
Past Sharrell was at all the clubs. I knew all the things. I was doing this, that, and then some, okay? But Sharrell now, like, you have to reintroduce yourself to me.
Yes.
You have to get to, can I say re-get to know me? No, that's not what I want to say. But
we get it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to introduce yourself again, because I don't want to just go to the clubs unless, am I getting paid? Does it make sense? Is it going to be something that's going to be a great exchange for me as well?
You're going to value your time.
Right. I don't want to do that, but I do definitely want to go to a TED Talk. I do want to go to a conference. I do want to stimulate my mind.
Yes.
And if you're not willing to grow and do that with me, that's okay. I can love you from a distance. Because who you surround yourself with says a lot about you, but it also rubs off on you.
Yes.
The saying, you surround yourself with 5 millionaires, you're number 6. You surround yourself with 5 broke people, you're number 6. You know what I mean? As much as your mind is saying and your actions are trying to elevate, it's always going to weigh you down. And if you're not surrounded by people who want more for themselves as well, again, it's going to weigh you down. Let me tell you something. For my family, like, I've tried everything. Like, people have said, "Oh, you're such a hustler." Excuse me. And I wanted to get out of that, like, hustler category, because I don't want to just be going anywhere fast. Well, we're all hustlers in my family, but I feel like people outside of my family,
and you don't want to be known as the hustler.
I don't want to be known as the hustler. I really want to be known as, like, something higher than just being a hustler. Because I feel like being a hustler is cool. To have hustle is you have to be like, it has to be in your blood.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to be able to get up and do what you got to do and not have anyone try to motivate you. You got to be a self-starter to be a motivator.
Yep.
Or to be a hustler. But I also feel like when people were saying that to me, it was like gig after gig after gig after gig. Nothing was very solid for me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You might see me bartending one day, or you might see me I don't know, cleaning toilets. Y'all don't know that about me. But when I tell you hustle, if the money was there, I
Yeah.
was doing.
I clean toilets too.
The
My mama
same-
own a cleaning company.
same
What you
thing.
mean?
I'm just saying, but that's a
Pandemic,
fun
yeah, I
fact
was
about me.
cleaning up Airbnbs.
People wouldn't think that, you know what I mean? But I was really hustling, but I also felt like I was going nowhere fast doing those hustles. So what my family, when I said I was going to start a podcast, they was just like, oh, it's another thing.
Makes sense.
They probably thinking the quality was going to be low. We probably was going to shoot it on my phone. They didn't know.
Mm-mm.
But when they started seeing that it was consistent, the quality
that
is
it was
top tier.
powered by Fly Fair Nation.
Shout out to Fly Fair Nation, okay? Like when they started seeing the growth, like they're like, oh snap!
Oh,
Like
this is-
you're
this is for
actually
real.
doing it, and people are excited about it. They're rooting you on. You know,
That's
like
dope.
they definitely come back. They definitely
Mhm.
come back, but don't let it be too late where I'm like at another level,
Mm-mm.
and it's like, wait, who? What?
I'm
You know
there.
from where?
I'm gonna keep the same energy. Don't be my friend now.
Yeah,
Don't
because
be my friend now.
sometimes I feel like sometimes to not when you
But
say
your thing
don't
is
be your
different. You got that's family. So family, they know you from birth, you know.
Yeah.
So that's different, and they've known that you've done projects and stopped, and you've done projects. It's cool.
Yeah.
And her family is supportive.
And
as
your
far
family is
as like
supportive,
your,
yep.
your brother, as far as I know,
Your sister.
your sister, you know, your stepmom, from what I know, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, is very supportive.
Yeah.
So when they're like, okay, it makes sense that you would start a podcast.
Yeah, but
And her,
you know,
you got some dope ass friends too, because friends of hers are sending me books.
come on now.
Like I saw this episode, the mom episode, and a friend of yours
I wonder
literally
if it was
DM'd
Emily's.
me. She's like, I know I told Sharrell this, but I'm like, Sharrell, you got some really good ass friends, because they sending a whole other person that they don't know a book that actually that it's
So you know what? Let's give some shots out to those friends that is supportive. Because we could
Yes.
get caught up in talking about the people that's not supporting. Because to be real with you, the start of this podcast, when we made the Instagram pages and all of that, the people that started following the page is still here today,
Yeah.
supporting and listening to the
Let
episodes.
me set this up, okay? We're gonna shout out all the people who actually stuck by us, still supporting us, and because you have people have people going on DM? Yes, you have people, men basically.
Why you had to look at me like
'Cause I
that?
had to think about who, but I want to shout out the people for
If
sure
looks
who've
could
been
kill.
supporting us. Emily's is probably the one that
Yes,
you're talking about.
Emily's. Thank you, Emily's. Thank you.
She
Thank you.
is like my prayer warrior. She's a mom as well, an
Aw.
amazing mom. And she's just like, Shay,
Mhm.
you can do anything you put your mind to. I'm going to pray for you. Like, she's like that hood prayer warrior, Martha Stewart / she's just overall
Sounds dope
dope.
as hell.
Chelsea, like, thank you. Like, Sadie's, thank you. Glassford, thank you. Like, I have so many friends who just really do show up for me.
Yes.
And it does not go
And they
unnoticed. I have
support
so many
just
more
to
that I'm
follow.
missing.
Like, even when the page had no followers whatsoever, I posted the Be Selfish podcast on my story, and I have a pretty good following. No follow, like no
Right?
one, and I'm just like, yeah, mother.
I can go on. Can I just Danielle,
Nah, shout them
Alicia,
out.
going.
Shout them out.
Alicia, who's amazing.
Shout
Alicia
out.
just had her 6th child. She's like a content creator, and she gave me my first real hosting opportunity.
Amazing.
Like for her
Friends
gender
like
reveal.
that, yes.
And I met her through my brother, and she's freaking phenomenal. I know I'm forgetting a lot of y'all, but it really does not go unnoticed. And I thank y'all for every like, every share,
Yeah.
every text message. Because you know,
Yes.
sometimes
Yeah.
we get so caught up in like social media, like,
Mhm.
oh, I could just slide in their DMs and tell them.
No,
But
a
then when
text
you
message,
slide, like when you
a
text
phone
me
call.
or call me and you say my mechanic of like 7+ years, CJ, you know, 2 days ago, yesterday, I was feeling like, oh my God, today is not it. I wanted to start all over again. And he was like, keep going. Y'all don't
Mhm.
know what that does to our spirit when, you know, life be lifing
Yeah.
and we get an encouraging word or message or say like, I don't listen to podcasts a lot, but I'm locked
Mhm.
into y'all podcast because
Yeah.
our podcast is all about real people, real conversations, and real topics.
Yep.
And we're just happy that y'all are here with us. Like,
For real. Y'all my new friends.
I'm telling you, they are cousins. Can we call them
Even
our cousins?
the cousin.
Well, we can't really say it like that. I mean,
That's how you've been saying it
it's
this whole
spelled
time.
differently. It's cousins, but it's spelled with a K. But
Cousins.
yeah, what do y'all want to be called? I don't know.
Los primos. No, I'm
The
kidding.
primo?
In time, trust me, they'll come up with their own name.
Yeah, y'all have
Not
to come up.
selfies.
Not selfies, but they'll come up with their own name.
Fine.
Yeah.
Thought it was cute.
And then you have people who slide in my DM. I mean, they're guys who be sliding in my DMs, super aggressive,
And
super
bachelors.
direct, but
you know,
we'll take it. Thank you for the like, comment, and share as well, guys. We appreciate y'all for real.
keep sliding in her DMs. You have
They
my
want to set
permission.
me up so bad, but yeah, because we, like you said, we can easily talk about, you know, the people who don't support us
Mhm.
or, you know, how it feels to not be supported by
Mhm.
the ones that we care about. And
Listen, man, those 500 views matter, right?
do.
Those
Yeah.
1,000 views matter. It's not
Yeah.
just the viral clips that gets like, you know, 200K,
No, every single
50K.
moment.
Because those people that comment on the viral clips, they might not come back, right?
Yep.
But we talking about the ones that's here from day one. And then the newcomers too
The
as well.
newcomers. Yep.
Like definitely because you got to understand, I sit here and I'm looking at the analytics. You know, I'm editing the videos, so I'm
Mhm.
seeing like the behind the scenes
Yeah.
stuff. So
Mhm.
and nowadays with the analytics, you can literally see who's viewing the stuff and who's
Yeah.
commenting. So I really know.
And
I
who
see
we're
y'all faces.
reaching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep rocking with
Yeah.
us. We're gonna do something special for them.
For
like,
real. That's the
yeah.
whole thing. I at least want to be that friend for the people who don't believe in themselves.
Yes.
Because that's
Mm.
what I had basically. I basically like you're lucky to have friends. You're lucky to have friends.
Mm.
I had to start from scratch almost. Like
That's
I could
okay.
count one good friend,
Mhm.
right? And it was other people, it was strangers that they just would follow my page and I would get like messages from strangers saying, I see you. I love seeing your growth. I see
Mhm.
what you do for your kids. And this is a complete stranger
Yes.
from who knows what side of the states or
Yep.
you know. And I'm just like, wow. And that message meant so much to me at that moment because I'm like, sometimes I'll think that's like God sending me the message
Come
because I had
on.
no one.
You know, God works through people.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I had really no one to tell me that other than, you know, just, I mean, like, okay, cool. And I'm just going to keep going, keep
Yeah.
going, keep going. And I, you know, even when I got disappointed by friends, I had to focus on, you know what? I'm going to meet new people. I'm going to surround myself with people like minded.
Come on.
And that's what really changed everything. Like every room that I got into, I was like, I'm gonna have production friends because I want to
Mhm.
be in the production world. I'm gonna have production friends. I'm gonna have makeup friends that are not jealous of each other.
That's so important you said that as far as surrounding with like your people.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're in the industry,
Yep.
why wouldn't you want to be surrounded by other makeup artists at different levels in their career and sharing tips and tools and things like that or
Mm-hmm.
production? Like, I think it's genius.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's the
Yeah.
smartest thing you can do. And I also say, like, be supportive of, or at least if
Just
it's on your heart,
I'll say be happy for the person
be happy for other
too.
people. it ain't gotta be necessarily your friend, but a stranger. Like sometimes I find myself in the rabbit hole of social media, and I'll like go on somebody's page that I've never known, don't know how I stumbled upon their page, but then their page is lit. I'm like, damn, let me like a few things. Let me slide in their DM and like, you're a
Be
star.
like, you doing it.
I've said that to so many people and truly mean it because you don't know what that does for people and you don't know what it does for
I'm
me.
telling you what it did for me. When people came
Right.
into, it really meant I would read those. I don't know if people thought that I wasn't going to open them or whatnot, but I would definitely read them. So yeah, keep doing that. Send compliments to people. Why not?
Yeah. When I'm on the street, I love to like give a compliment to somebody. Like that changes your whole vibration to just walk up to somebody and say, "You smell great. You have a beautiful smile. Your eyebrows, amazing. Your nails, great." Like
You did it. Like the time it took you to get ready, girl.
yeah.
You did it.
Yeah. And it's not being fake, phony, whatever. It's really like it changes the mood of things and it makes people feel good. Like
It changes their whole spirit at that moment.
absolutely.
If they have something on their mind, you just made them smile that day.
Mm-hmm.
Even for a little tiny second.
Yep. Because the world is so wicked that it's like I want to create my own reality. I don't want to
Yeah.
have to be in this like downward spiral of like evilness or nastiness and like it's just not cute. So why not give a compliment? Why not share some advice?
It's becoming so because people it's so easy to troll. People are so easy to troll. People are so it's like no. So yeah, if we could be that type of difference or make that change of like when I see somebody and I say you look good,
Girl,
like you did it.
that
Like you look good, and I was like no, but you look better. Like it's like that. Like
is lit doing that.
Yeah.
That you said something as far as like the trolls. Like, jeez,
because it's easier to be negative.
It's so easy to be negative and nasty, and I cannot even believe how if you're scrolling through social media, how nasty people really are. Like, damn, you really typed that. You really said that. And you don't know if that comment was the comment to end somebody's life. You don't know if that's the comment that, you know, that person's mom, dad, a family member, friend passed away that day, and that was the comment that just took them over the edge. You don't know if it took them forever to, you know, build up the courage to share what they do on social media. You know how they say you got to share what you do? You don't know if it took them that for them to just be like, damn, I'm never going to share this again because somebody said it was ugly on me or whatever. Like, it don't cost nothing to be nice or polite or don't say shit at all.
I always think those are people that they're just angry with themselves.
I mean, y'all could relate to that because y'all get some like, for instance, the video with the video with you crying right about the situation with your
my
mom, right?
Yeah.
I seen a comment where a guy was like, her mom was probably just out working like every other parent.
Yeah, I got that comment when he said that, and I thought to myself, well, I replied to him. Did you see the reply?
I did.
Because I think I did as
I'm
good
proud
as I
of
could.
you.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Because I was gonna say, you know, some others. What's that? What they say in Jamaica?
Suck your mother.
Suck your. I was really gonna go there, but I was channeling Lily that day. Okay. So I said, hey, and I addressed him by his name. In my case, that wasn't the situation with my mom. My mom just didn't know how to be a mom or parent because she didn't receive that. And so why would you go and assume? You know what I mean? Like, why would you just assume that? Especially I'm crying and I'm a very private person, so I'm spilling out my heart, and then you say that, it's like, damn. But you got to have thick skin to be in this forefront. Like, you really do.
I always say when they try to do like a hate comment, or even if a friend says something, it's really their own wars that they have that they need to feel better and put you down and say something that's gonna hurt your feelings just so they could feel.
What's the saying? When they go low, you go high. I'm not there fully yet. So just know if you catch me on a date, no, I'm just playing. But
She's practicing, guys. She's practicing.
I am, because you just never know. Like, people could be so mean, but
Mhm.
it's like, relax, breathe. The moment that you think you're gonna say something rude, just deep breath in, deep breath out. Like, try
Until you
it.
get disrespected.
Yeah. Because disrespect will not be tolerated.
Nope.
It's producer timestamp that so they know. I'm just saying. I absolutely love it. So check out, it's Black History Month. I mean, it's Black History Month every day, all day,
Mhm.
like Mr. Producer said. But this month, we black.
Black.
My thoughts so black, that black. I'm blackety black, okay? Don't
Yes.
try it, because I just might test your chin, in the words of Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, I love us.
For real.
Yeah.
No, but I meant like for real.
Yes.
Like I love us
For
too.
real, man. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, we just want to bring like realness, you know,
Yes.
and be authentic and share. Like, just share.
Just share. Just do it. We want to be we want to be y'all best friend.
Yes. Ooh, I love this. Black parent advocate.
Oh, Dr. Umar. Shout out to Dr.
Yo,
Umar.
We are manifesting Dr.
Dr.
Umar.
Umar.
Dr. Umar, if you see the Be Selfish podcast, we would love to have you on our show. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And he's starting a school.
A school,
Yes,
yes.
of
So
course.
yeah, I
That
was
no one believed that he was gonna be able to do
Come
it.
on.
And he did it.
Yeah,
It's
My man's is
happening.
building it right now.
Ooh,
He's building it right
and
now.
Dr. Umar is also in the
He's
Ifa
yes, he is.
Yoruba culture, which
Yes,
is
he
so
is.
dope.
Yes, he
If you
is.
notice Lily's beautiful attire, she is channeling
Ochun.
Eshun. So yeah, when he talked about starting the school,
Yes.
I thought that was incredible.
Mhm. No,
And it's
his
happening.
story of trying to get even funding and people, he tried to reach out to Black people, and it was becoming one of the hardest things.
Mm-hmm.
But he had to use what? Well, I wouldn't say he had to use, but
But they rather put slander on his name, and it's funny, it's our own people that'll tear us down.
Try to call him a madman and
you
all
know,
these things.
and all of these things. But if you really listen to him and pay attention to what he's saying, it's like, no, it makes a lot of sense.
Come on.
You know, we need to build our own facilities.
yes,
We need our own
and
economy.
teach the students the truth. Teach the students what they should know.
Right.
And what he's trying to teach is basically banking stuff with financial stuff, also the
Yeah.
real actual history.
Do we know where his school's going to be located?
I
Dr.
could find
Umar,
that out.
this is why we need you on. Because let me tell you
Yes.
something. I talk about school when it comes to my future kids all the time. I was having this conversation with my sister, and there's a few things, right? Kids get up, they go to school. Education is extremely important. Stay in school, kids. You need to learn something, okay? You need to learn a lot of things. But this educational system is not really teaching you the things to prepare you from when you get out of school. Like, we're not learning finances. We're not learning about credit. We're not learning about how to do your
business.
taxes. You're not even learning really how to write a check.
Mhm.
Okay? So what I'm noticing with Dr. Umar, like even right here in the back of the book, it says 3 years in the making. Yeah, I know my number's 3.
Oh my goodness.
It says 3 years in the making, Black parent advocate, the art of war for dealing with America's public and charter school is requiring reading for parents of Black students with disabilities and for those without disabilities. Like, he's offering a lot of different
yes.
subjects and tools that's really going to cater to the indigenous people, melanated Black and brown people. Like, I love that. Education, psychology, parenting. Oh my God.
Yes.
So, God willing, if I have kids one day, I want them to go to Dr. Umar's school.
Yes.
Like, I want them to really learn. And if they could teach anything with farming and planting
Yes.
and to
I
be
think-
self-sufficient.
I think, yeah.
I was actually gonna say that's one
Oh.
of the main things he's gonna do as
Is
well.
it?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Oh my God.
it's
I need
also-
this book.
Yes, it's also gonna be about trading, like trade schools. Like, so you're
Mhm.
gonna learn a trade, right? So and it's, I think the first one he's opened up is just for boys, and then he's gonna do an all girl school
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Right. So yes, it's gonna be a trade. You're gonna learn a trade.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And trade is so important. Like, you need, come on, y'all. Like, what?
Yeah. By the way, it's gonna be in Delaware.
Delaware.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when me and my husband get together, like
More
because-
manifesting.
more manifesting, because that is what I want my child to experience. You
Yes.
know, like to know who you are as a Black child in America. Shit,
Mm-hmm.
they really gonna be scared. But by then, it's like as long as you are equipped and you have the knowledge, you can't be stopped, not even in death.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
So
Bars.
I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, Dr. Omar, please come on the Be
Yeah.
Selfish podcast.
And then the
We'd love
name
to
of
have
the
you.
school is so dope. Is Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
Come on now.
Wow.
So
Powerful.
just the name alone, right, is
Mhm.
amazing.
In
So,
Delaware.
Yeah.
I wonder if we could be able to go to Delaware and check out his school. That's another manifestation for me too.
Let's do it.
Because
Dr.
how
Uber,
cool
make it
is
happen.
that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You see how you're talking about it and you're so excited about it, right? You're excited about it. That's how we all should
Should
feel,
be.
right?
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy for him. I'm happy that it's actually something. I know that he struggled to even get it started, but I'm happy that's finally the blueprint has been made and now they're just building it.
He's
so
doing something. He is
that's
doing
dope.
something.
That's what I consider making a change in the world. I'm not
Yes.
gonna
Yeah.
lie, even if it's starting with just one school for right now, but that's changing the world.
And think about how many people who didn't believe in him.
Yeah.
How many no's he
Yeah.
at? Because think
Mhm.
about it. For him to get to this point where he's actually starting the school, we know the powers that may be,
Mm-hmm.
don't want something like that. But he still
Yep.
has been able to surpass that.
And that's
Like,
power.
It's
But
our
you know,
time.
and I know we're about to wrap up, but I also want to say, people who was like, "Oh, I thought you been was supposed to open a school. I thought you been was supposed to ready and open and have kids in there," but they don't understand. Like, he had to get other locations because as a Black man, they're not trying to give you
Yep.
certain opportunities.
No.
It's not easy. And he even said, even building the school, he tried to hire our own people, and
Yeah.
it took longer. And he had to go hire the white man.
He did have to go hire the white man. That's why us as people, we have to do better. We have to have integrity when we're moving in these realms, in this space, because we want to support
Mm-hmm.
our people. We want to circulate the dollar.
Yo, something like this is so bigger than us.
This is the thing.
It's bigger than us. You can't be selfish.
The integrity is there because they don't mind putting their money in the pockets of other people that are not Black.
Mhm.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's just not there when it comes to another brown skinned person.
Fact.
And it's just like, that's my question as to why.
Mm,
Why is that
Well,
happening?
we know why, but it's just time. I'm tired of asking why. We know why.
Yeah.
It's time to break the cycle.
Yeah.
We know
Yes.
why.
Because like I said before, that is being selfish. We talk about our show is
Mhm.
called Be Selfish, right? But when you know better, you got to do better. So to all of the athletes and the professional gamblers and the musicians and the artists and the people who have big names, I'm not talking about the little people right now, because the little people do their part in their cities and their
Right,
towns. We just don't know their names.
Talk about it.
We just don't know their names. But the people who really have that platform, do something. I love Beyonce. Beyonce, if you want to come on the Be Selfish podcast, come, girl.
I'll
Mhm.
faint.
But her tickets right now are $700. Can that and that's just for nosebleed. Can some of
Mhm.
that money go to Dr. Umar's school
Mm-hmm.
to
Mhm.
support? And I know she's an advocate and she does things as well, but he's speaking about it on his platform, doing something that I don't even know any other Black schools that other
Well,
artists are doing. Maybe
Jalen Rose has a school.
Jalen Rose.
Right, but I don't think it's 'cause I think
LeBron James has a
as
school.
well.
Yes,
But,
LeBron James. Shout out to
Umar
you.
Johnson was saying that it's not a fully Black owned school.
This
right?
is a fully Black owned
Right.
school.
He's operating a fully Black owned school.
Yeah.
So I wanted to piggyback off of what you're saying about not being selfish. No. We need to be selfish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
For our race.
Yes.
It's time
Yes.
to be selfish. Okay, it's time for us to
We
put
are
us
the
first.
culture. We create everything.
So-
Everything.
We create everything from the dances to the hairstyles to the styles to the fashion trends to the music.
Yo.
To the buildings that they live in. and working. If y'all want to go deeper, the cars that they drive
Come
in.
on. The new Netflix series, You People, I finished it. Okay, I love you, Lauren London. Please come on our show too. I love you too. Like I got.
She wants a lot of big people on the show. Because
you know what? Let me tell you something. Although they're big, they bleed red just like I bleed red. They're people just like we're people, normal. They just have a bigger platform. So it's like when I watched You People, I really enjoyed it. But I thought a few things about it. There was a lot of different agendas within it, But I noticed how everything in the movie felt like us.
Yes.
Like it was us.
Yes.
Okay, from the hairstyle to the clothing to to just the language.
I love the relationship of the
relationship
of Lauren London's parents. It was very.
I love that.
Like, tell them, baby.
Yes. It was so real to me. So it was just like, we really are the culture. We are the cultural influencers. Like we really are. So if we decide that no more, enough is enough, the world just has to yield to that.
It's just like we all have to say that. And that's
really
the thing.
do.
They try to keep us apart as much as possible.
We really do.
But it's like we all have to think that same way. We all have to believe in each other. We all have to, go into it with full force.
Yeah. And it can't just be like, man, he ain't gonna listen and do that. He might not, but be the example. Like learn from. If you do better and that other person sees you doing better,
powerful.
It really is.
It's very powerful.
Because I learned from someone else about doing your personal work. Like if she never taught me that, I wouldn't really, I don't know where I would be right now. So it's like, don't think you don't matter. Like we really are the culture. Like we move.
We are power.
We are power.
That's what people
My
don't
God.
understand. We are power.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I love us so much. I love us. Y'all, happy
Black History Month.
Month.
Year. Forever.
Year. Okay, all of that. Like, I just love us. Okay. So, yeah. On that note, can we have a toast?
We always have a toast.
We always have a toast. Y'all already know the vibes. So,
we are take the toast on this one because last time I talked about this.
We are going to cheers to being beautiful Black melanated people who are powerful beyond our belief. And if we just stick together, which I manifest, we just stick together and unite, we change the world.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
It starts with us. It shall end with us. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. Here we grow.
Here we grow.
Here we grow. Mr. Producer.